Oh, everybody, and welcome back to Vandal Esports. I am Colby.
I'm Amelia,
And
and we are heading into the grand finale of
is
the
this grand
tournament.
finals?
This is grand finals.
I
I
was
believe so,
is
right?
it?
Then again, I only heard that once. It might just be finals.
Yeah, it might be. It might not be. But today we are playing Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Their record right now is currently 6-0, correct? That's what that
Yes.
is. And then, whereas us, we're here at 5-1. I believe probably one of our losses was against Southern Alberta.
That is our only loss. Yeah.
Our only loss here against them, headed into this grand final. But it's something to be very interesting. I know both teams have probably been improving. We've definitely been playing pretty good. I mean, we're in the grand finals, so we have to have been playing good.
It's number 1 and number 2 up against each other once again.
Yeah.
And we're heading into the next match with our Hunter playing Falco against the SAIT Palatina.
Palatina, which is very good, took out 7 stocks in their last match.
Yes, in one game. It was very impressive. Here we are doing a button check. I don't know if we're going to head straight to the match or if we're going to start over, but I guess we'll see. We still have some time. Who are our other mains?
So on Sate's side, we have wow, how do you say that? Palatina. There we go. Then we have Hero, Falco, and Captain Falco. Definitely looks like Captain Falcon. Wow. Yep.
Okay, yeah,
can read
like
today. I can read today so good. Definitely looks. I don't know for sure if that's their lineup that's coming up, but those are their top 4 that they're going to be presenting here. Maybe put others, but here in the grand finals, you're probably not going to want to be doing that. So those are probably going to be the 4 that we're seeing.
I mean, we do have a few players themselves who have switched out who their mains are going to be.
Yeah.
So we might see some changes, but so far it's Palatina, who we're familiar with. She is well, the player is very good with this character, knows them very well, and we should be seeing something very interesting. Here we are at the start. There's that teleport, some jabs back and forth. Nice, I believe, up air from Falco. Trading blows here. Now we're about equal percentage-wise, equal stock-wise, so no real advantage other than Palatina got that damage up back to 66% on Falco. Keeping that edge guard. Here's Falco coming back to stage. Got the center. Nice recovery. Nice shield by Falco. Then, ooh, juggling. And it's like we're dodging around each other, not really landing all our hits, except Falco getting Palatina off the edge, but Palatina is able to recover safely. But Falco is not letting up the pressure. There's that up smash again. Really hitting those nicely.
Really trying to keep in the air here.
Falco is very good with juggling characters, and it's Palatina. And
there we go, taking off that first stock. There we go, Vandals.
Yeah, very impressive showing, and we're still under 100% damage, so we're looking fairly good here on beginning hits. Palatina is already getting up to 33%. Not dangerous territory, but certainly racking up some damage. Here's Falco staying at 97.
Nothing, yeah, definitely. It's very good that we're seeing our Vandals stay down under that 100% while keep bringing up that score.
Yeah, Palatina already at 79%, while Falco's sticking to 97. Some recovery from Palatina, but gets knocked right back off. Oh, nice combo by Falco, and then using the gun to keep Palatina off the stage. Nice edge guarding, throws Palatina. I believe, is that a grab? I think that's a grab. Launching Falco across the stage. Palatina is now in the position to edge guard, but Falco recovers nicely. Gets
almost off stage. Oh, yeah,
and
but
then
able to get that finish with that distance.
Yeah, not quite traded equally, but you know what? We're down to equal stocks. Palatina at 121% dangerous territory. Falco down to 20%. He has the advantage here. He just needs to start getting hits on Palatina again. Avoid those combos. Oh, there's Falco knocking Palatina off stage. Now it's off stage battle.
Oh, there we go. Yes, sending off to the left. Way to go.
That second stock taken off Palatina. Looking to meet that stock trade, but failing as Falco is able to rack up almost equal damage near instantly. This is amazing showing from Hunter. here we have back to center stage. Palatina taking, dealing some damage.
Off stage.
Oh,
gotta get that recovery. Doesn't quite get the recovery. Gets knocked off. Taking off that second one for our Vandals.
Yeah, we are now once again equal, but Falco is returning that damage, getting Palatina up to 91%, but staying low into 11%, recovering, and honestly, nice edge guarding from Palatina. Back to center stage, trading blows here. Nice shielding, hopping around each other, and now using the gun to keep Palatina off, but Palatina uses that teleport skill. I don't know what it's actually called. Maybe put that in chat. That'd be nice. I could learn something. Back up in the air, Falco keeping that juggling up. Very nice skills. Definitely destabilizes the opponent. We are back at the edge. Palatina just trying to stay up. And
yeah, there we go.
Is failed recovery. The score is currently 10-9.
Yeah, failed recovery. Able to keep Hunter in this game with 1 stock left. Going into this next one, bringing up their next one. We'll see who they bring up. That was definitely any bit of win. You get that lead. And Hunter, who we seen won our last hosted tournament here in the studio.
This is actually a really good showing for Hunter.
This is.
Because Palatina was put up first last time we were up against them. And as you said before, they took off 7 stocks. She, I'm just going to go off Palatina. She was a huge heavy hitter. Starting off with Palatina again was definitely risky for us, but we were able to take that advantage.
Yeah.
As one of the best players, taking her out first was honestly a huge advantage for us.
Oh,
so
yeah,
going
definitely.
forward, we're probably going to have an easier time. However, we will be going into the next match with a stock disadvantage.
Yes, we will. But, Hunter hopefully is able to keep this ball rolling just a little bit, keep it the pressure, even just a few, 1 or hopefully even 2 stocks of this next person will be helpful for the next opponent coming up.
You know what? It wasn't against this team, but Hunter has shown the ability to go against multiple players with only 1 stock left and succeed. So we may or may not see that. This is a very tough team, but like you said, we could hope for 1 or 2 stocks. Okay, if they go in the same order, then we're probably going to see Hero next. However, they like dittoing our players, so we might see Falco next instead.
Yeah.
That would be bad because their Falco's actually pretty good. I'd say ours is better, but again, it's really close, and that matchup might be just enough to knock out Hunter, putting up. So I would like that to not happen.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody here for Vandals wants that to happen, but they're probably, if they're thinking it's the right strategy to go, they're gonna do it. Yeah.
Now I am struggling because Cloud is one of my favorite characters. Okay, so it looks like one of the players has decided to change their main to Cloud. So this is going to be interesting. Cloud is a very heavy hitter. Falco has more util. But, I guess we'll see what happens. We are in Smashville, I believe. And Falco is taking off those first stocks, and we're going to head into the game.
Yeah, definitely very excited to see this, how it goes. Good luck, now.
Oh, that was cool. That was a nice move by Cloud. Definitely utilizing their heavy hits. Look at that. They definitely know their moves. Sorry, I'm too much Cloud.
Definitely a hard hitter.
Trading blows, Falco trying to return that damage, and succeeding. Cloud is up to 63%, while Falco at 34, definitely dealing more damage more frequently. He just keeps dodging Cloud's hits, and that allows him to stay ahead. Look at that juggling there. The up smash. Oh, but that combo by Cloud was definitely painful, but the difference is still large.
Oh, yes.
Falco takes off the first stock.
Here, almost at that 60%. Never mind.
82%.
82.
But Falco is going to be more careful, but also still keeping that aggressiveness, which we love to see, as that definitely gives him the advantage in this. We are now at a 10-8 stock count. Falco at 82% damage, Cloud at 49. Still having the stock advantage, but you know what? Falco is holding his own. racking up that damage on Cloud, dodging those hard hits, using shield when necessary, and getting that juggling in there, which is his real advantage.
Yeah, definitely keeping them in the air. Definitely where you're going to keep getting these points off, as almost goes quite off screen, doesn't quite.
But unfortunately, Cloud does make that crit and takes off Hunter's last stock.
We got somewhere where we needed to. Realistically, each player has to take out one opponent. Hunter did that and then helped out his next teammate.
Which
a
is
little
great.
bit, being able to take off that one stock. We're going to have a slight advantage going into the next one, which is always fantastic. And that just puts us this little bit further ahead.
Yes, we are now 9-8, and we will be going into the next match with a stock advantage. We'll probably be putting in either Asda or, you know what, maybe Candy.
Asda. Look at you go. You
know
our team.
I do know our team.
You definitely know our team.
As Meta Knight is going to be very useful against Cloud. Cloud is a fast character, but not as fast or as mobile as Meta Knight. I've seen many really great Cloud players, but they just don't match up to Meta Knight.
No, yeah, definitely. Asda knows a lot of the being able to use that util, definitely some teleports here and there, whether it was recovery or not, being able to get behind the opponent, definitely being able to use that speed and stay in the air to take that advantage on their opponent. It's insane. Asda's very good at being able to use Meta Knight. Yeah,
it's amazing to watch him just fly across the screen and then deal enormous damage just to pop off to avoid getting hit himself. It's insane.
Yeah.
I wonder what, I'm hoping for Hollow Bastion, because I'm always hoping for
You're always hoping for Hollow Bastion.
Even when we get Hollow Bastion, I'm like, I'd like some more, please.
Yeah. You're like, oh, we're here? No, stay here.
Don't move.
Don't move. Nobody fight so that we can stay here for 10 minutes. Just watch the scenery.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that or
it's
Final
beautiful.
Destination. I love watching Final Destination.
Yeah.
But that is because I am a geek. I am a hardcore geek.
A hardcore geek.
I have a notebook just
You're saying that to someone who's a DM for many campaigns.
I am a D&D player. I don't DM.
I know you don't. But, there's some things, maybe not all of the same things, but there are definitely levels of similarity.
Yeah, there is. I have written an entire notebook about the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, the series, the lore, and all of the characters and items.
Oh, my goodness. You're like, this does this, and if you pair it with this, and then you get, this bonus, and if
you know what, there's
this
one
this,
game.
Is that a thing that happens?
So there's this one part of the games where you can make your own spells.
You just have a notebook full of your own spells?
Well, it's sort of like, it's more like you have these ingredients and you have these other spells, and you combine them to make other canon spells.
Oh.
So they're already spells, you just have to make them or find them, and it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of my nerdiness. And we are going into the next match. It's going to be Cloud against Meta Knight. You ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely ready.
This is going to be exciting.
It's definitely going to be interesting. You want to see a lot of that movement coming from Meta Knight, which we know Asda can do. Definitely just going to have to continue keeping that up.
Probably not. We'll be fine. We got some support from the crowd here as we head into the next match. Remember, the stock count is 9-8 as we start this. A little bit of a button check, but we're probably going to go straight to battle. As we see here, Meta Knight immediately returning that damage done. Cloud has been first to make hits, but he has not been able to keep that up as Meta Knight just almost spamming that one attack.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
it's working. It's working. Keep doing it. Keep getting that little bit. Every little bit of damage just helps.
And that misdirection from Cloud honestly gave him a severe disadvantage as Meta Knight was behind him and able to knock him off stage, but now they've both recovered and taken center stage. Cloud is at 103 damage. Honestly, Cloud is not a character that can take a lot of hits.
Yeah,
but
not really. Heavy hitter, but can't take a lot.
Yeah,
definitely.
Which is odd for that type of character.
Yeah, it's a good way to balance some characters, though.
Yeah, that's true. Back on center stage, it is 89% and 116%. lots of heavy hits by Cloud, sending Meta Knight into the air. He is a lighter character, so that's not too hard to do. But Meta Knight sending those combos, knocking Cloud off stage. Cloud recovers, but Meta Knight tries to edge guard and unfortunately loses his first stock. It is now equal, and
8-8 stock count.
It's 8-8. Cloud is at 129%. His limit break is, he could use his limit break right now, and it'd be probably, oh, there we go.
There it goes.
Probably not what he wanted, but I mean, we got Meta Knight up to 56%. He is 137%, and Meta Knight's still laying on the damage, but just not enough to take out another stock. 91% on Meta Knight, 137 still on. Oh, that's nice edge guarding by Cloud, using that ability to just reach farther. I forget what that ability is called. I need to remember the names. If it was Sora, I'd know.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Meta Knight recovers, able to dodge further on the screen, and is able to take out Cloud's second stock, but Cloud immediately returns the stock exchange. Here we are back. Both players are on their last stock. Meta Knight equalizes the percent damage, but both are in rather safe territory. Cloud is immediately going for heavy hits. There we go, not letting Meta Knight make his attacks. Nice juggling by Cloud there. Meta Knight trying to retaliate, but just not giving him room to breathe. Recovers. Cloud waits for him rather than edge guarding properly. And that does not turn to an advantage for him as Meta Knight immediately starts laying on the damage. There's those hits, knocking him off stage. Here we have Meta Knight still hitting those, I believe those just regular attacks. Right?
Yeah, definitely, I think so. I think that where we saw that little bit of rather than edge guard and waiting definitely brought the advantage into Az's favor as you like let them get comfortable. Even though you're up at the second.
Oh, but unfortunately,
dang it.
Cloud landed that crit and took off that final stock from Asda. It is now 6-7 in the SAIT's favor.
Yeah, here we go, going into here into this next round. Cloud gonna keep continuing, now able to take off one stock from Hunter, and now all three from Asda. Definitely gonna keep fighting here. It's definitely gonna be.
I don't know what our lineup is tonight, so it's either gonna be Dipe or Candy. It's probably. It might be Shiny Shoes too. It's gonna be Shiny. Production, let me guess.
Let us have fun.
I like making a guess and then being right, because I'm usually right. I just didn't know who was in the lineup tonight.
Someone needs to knock you down a couple pegs with your ego.
I have a huge ego.
I love guessing and then being right, because like I'm always right.
I'm not
that
always
was the
right.
energy that gave right there.
Thank you. I need it. Okay, I need a big ego to make up for my lack of self-esteem.
That's so relatable.
Okay, it looks like we're picking up the next stage.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you predict it? Which stage are they gonna do?
One of them. That's guaranteed to be right answer.
That is no. It's okay. I'm going to pick Battlefield.
Battlefield? Looks like we're going March. Just kidding. I have no idea.
Okay, there's also PS2, which is a traditional one. There are certain ones that are NACE approved. Battlefield, Small Battlefield, PS2, Hollow Bastion, Smashville, Town and City. I can't hear you. Okay. Oh, FD, yeah.
I have no idea which ones are approved. It's been a while since I've been on screen.
I know.
It's
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Then the center one that I'm looking at that looks like giant. Yeah, you're right. The one in the center, it's 4 up, 5 in. So 6 in.
4.
I forget what that one's called.
Oh, yeah. I can see it. Looks like it's almost got a clock in the background.
No, it's stained glass, and it's a giant stained glass arena. And
yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's also one of the ones that I like. Not as much as Hollow Bastion
Chat
or
should
Final
totally tell
Destination.
us what it is. Chat.
Yeah, chat.
Which one is that? The
We'll-
stained glass one, like in the middle. 4 up, 6 in.
Yes.
From the bottom. Are we picking music here? I think we're picking music.
Yes, we are picking music.
Well.
So we are doing Shiny Shoes. Shiny Shoes is probably going to play, yep, Mr. Game & Watch, who he has been maining recently. Is still really good, but I still prefer his Rosalina, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm more familiar with his Rosalina, and I feel more comfortable with his Rosalina, but it also gives us the advantage because they haven't seen our Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah, that is very true. Being able to bring that new character that's somewhere unfamiliar, maybe not going against in other teams, but not expecting it from us is definitely going to be an advantage in our favor.
Mm-hmm. And we are heading into the next match. Remember, we have a significant stock advantage here.
Of 1? More down 1.
We have 3 stock.
Oh,
Against
well,
one
okay.
stock.
Is it against 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cloud
yeah,
only has
no,
1
okay.
stock.
It's just, okay. It's a significant stock. Yeah,
In this
I
game.
see what you were talking about now.
Yeah. Alright.
I was like,
You catch my drift now?
I do catch it.
Okay, looks like we're starting immediately. Game & Watch using his shield. Cloud going for that aggressive stance, which has been beneficial to him. But Mr. Game & Watch is very util-oriented, and it's honestly beneficial for him. That bomb did not go well. But Shiny Shoes is definitely recovering, using that shield really well. Just laying on damage, but taking a lot himself. Look at that, 56 v 34. Retaliating nicely. He just needs to, oh, there we go. We have equal damage now. Back to center stage, hopping around everywhere, really. Utilizing all the space that they have. There's a wasted shield from Cloud, but his limit's full, so that does give him an advantage in damage and speed. Also some ability, but you know, it does not matter to Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Except
able to use that pressure to stay up a little bit.
Recovers nicely from Game & Watch, but Cloud is at the edge, ready to do that down smash, and sends Mr. Game & Watch to 116%, taking off his first stock. This Cloud is really good. Oh, look at that util from and edge guarding. I've seen him do that move so many times where he and takes off the final stock from Cloud.
Yeah.
It is now 5-6.
Able to edge guard perfectly. Well, pretty close to perfectly there, letting him get up a bit, but then able to quickly take off that last stock. Definitely going to be good in our favor. We're still down 1 stock overall, but getting onto this next player, definitely going to be
We will be at a slight disadvantage here.
Just a
but
bit.
I mean, I wonder if that was their hero player and they're going to send... That might have been their Captain Falcon player.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, it depends who we see next.
Yeah.
I believe that...
Well, you're down to 2 now. You have 2 guesses.
Yeah, but they might not have those players anymore. They might have changed.
That is very, very true. See, this is why if you just go, they can get... They'll play one of the people that you can select. That is
That's
correct.
true. You know
this
what?
is
I'm gonna
technically correct.
I'm going to say Heroes next. Unless
Heroes
that was
next?
Hero.
Unless
Unless that was Hero.
you you gotta be confident. I believe in you.
I'm
Trust your
usually
trust your intuition.
Okay, I'm confident with
I
our
want you
team.
to rub some stones together.
I don't
Trust
have
your
stones.
Just get some intuition. Just meditate
Yeah.
maybe a bit.
I don't. Just All right.
We are now an ASMR stream.
No, we are not.
Ow.
As much as you want it to be, that's a no.
Yeah.
Because remember, I can hear this too.
Yeah. Wait, you don't like my home?
No, I just don't like ASMR that much.
I can be a car. Vroom.
No.
That's ASMR right there.
Mhm.
Anyways, yeah.
I'm sorry if it... Yeah, see, you're making production uncomfy.
Production loves it. No, not the.
Oh.
Oh.
What? We can't say that.
I make me same feelings mutual on that part. That last part.
That last part?
Yeah.
That's me for me.
Yeah, me for me exactly. Me for me.
Me for me.
Not Aiden making. It's me for me. Yep.
Looks like we're heading into the next
Definitely.
match with that map that I was telling you about that I don't remember the name of, but I really like.
It is a map.
Oh, Captain Falcon's next.
Captain Falcon.
And it looks like we're heading to the next match. And remember, we are at a slight stock disadvantage. Total stock count at 5-6. We'll be going in with 2 stocks. They'll be 3.
Yes.
And this Captain Falcon's actually really good. Taking off that first stock, and we will be heading into battle. Maybe.
Maybe.
I guess a
No.
pretend recovery
Not
from Falcon? We might be doing a button check, which is
Maybe.
weird because we already took off one of his stocks. I don't know what's going on.
Stock?
One of Game & Watch's.
Very confused.
And
Really?
it is a button check?
It's
Okay.
a button check, yes.
Oh, okay. I am
Oh.
now in control. That's great. Okay. And we are now heading into the actual match as the button check is over. Here we are.
Did that just add a lot of stress to you for no
Yes.
reason? Do you want me to do that?
No, it's fine. I got
We
it.
can switch keyboards and still look cool.
It's okay. I already have my
We
fingers
both
up.
have our own keyboard.
Setting up for that first stock taken out. We are going into the match. Here we have Captain Falcon preparing himself. Nice attack by Game & Watch, returned by Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon at 20% now from the util of Game & Watch. There's 56% on him, while Game & Watch has 11%. Severe damage disadvantage. However, there is still a stock advantage in favor of Falco, which is probably why Shiny Shoes is playing so aggressively, sending Captain Falcon way off stage, but he recovers back to center and now knocking Game & Watch everywhere, but he is able to stay on stage. Here we are just jumping around each other, trying to find an opening, and Captain Falcon capitalizes, getting Game & Watch at 67%. Game & Watch makes a huge hit, getting Captain Falcon to 123. Captain Falcon knocks Game & Watch off stage. Game & Watch recovers. He tries to edge guard, but Game & Watch gets a perfect crit and takes off Captain Falcon's first stock and immediately starts dealing more damage, doing that awful air juggling up air skill that I've seen him do. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Game & Watch is at 105%, and as a lighter character, he has to be careful about that. And he, as I said, he got knocked off and is on his final stock, but Captain Falcon is at 80%, 106% on his second stock, and Game & Watch is doing that edge guarding, and that edge guarding is so good that he takes off a second stock.
Stocks here now.
Yes,
Both
you're right.
players at one.
This is very tense. Immediately, Game & Watch is getting Captain Falcon down to, racking up that damage, trying to get that air juggling again. Captain Falcon is immediately going for those kicks and punches. I believe that's a Falcon punch, but maybe.
Falco, but
Yeah, I think that's the actual
is it?
audio.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. 40% on Captain Falcon, make that 54, while Game & Watch is at 30%, and wow, okay. Lots of trading of blows here, mostly on Game & Watch's side. Look at that. Just using all the util that he has, and another
Yes,
crit!
able to
And
get those
takes-
perfect crits.
Takes out the final stock of Captain Falcon.
3 for 3 crits, just being able to get that. I'm not sure what that move is. Able to get them down into the
Is it a down
ground.
smash?
Maybe? I do not know. But then it's on the, is it a down smash? It is a down smash. Able to get that down smash and then be able to send off the edge, definitely a very good move. And definitely was able to take off some of those stocks.
Yeah, and honestly, that was just that's a nice showing from Game & Watch. Shiny Shoes takes out the final bit of Cloud, then goes on, takes out Captain Falcon. Now they only have Falco or Hero. Whoever's I'm gonna say it's Falco. They were really good as Falco, so I doubt they would change their main if they were that good.
That is very true.
Kalos.
Kalos Pokemon League.
Okay. Or is it Kalos?
It is Kalos.
Kalos? Kalos? I think it's Kalos.
It's kale salad.
Yeah, I like this map too because it's just so pretty. Look at that.
It is. Why do you like the other one so much?
What?
The like waterfall one, right? Isn't that what's it called? The one that you really always want to see.
Oh, Hollow Bastion?
Yeah.
It's from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay. That's why you like it so much.
Yes. Production. Ah, okay. So I no longer have control of the keyboard. That's great. That was stressful.
I'm just gonna sit here and type.
Yeah.
Like I'm writing an essay for finals, but
why?
I'm not gonna do anything. I don't know.
That sounds awful.
Just because.
Oh, I have.
Want.
You know, I'm pretty happy. I only have 3 finals. That's great.
I have 1.
Nice. Okay. Solid.
Yeah, I have 1 and I got it done today.
And guys,
the only thing I have left is to put an art portfolio together.
Sweet.
That is it. That's all I have all next week.
Falco's next. Yay! I was somewhat right. And remember, everybody.
You were right, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Game & Watch is on his last stock, so Falco has a severe advantage here. And I'm sorry for the stutters that I just... Anyway, moving on.
I was about to do one of those, like, vocal things that we did earlier.
Oh.
With the ends, but then I was taking something from a comedian that is not okay.
Yeah, so
not right.
let's focus back on the game.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Here we are. I believe this is a button check. Remember, SAIT is on their last member, and we are down to our last stock on our second to last member. And I believe, I think Candy would be the next pick if we needed. If we get to 3.
Yeah.
But you know what?
We are getting that
I believe in Shiny Shoes. Shiny Shoes can do this.
Shiny Shoes.
Shiny Shoes got this.
Shiny Shoes is really going to be able to dance around the opponent.
I don't know. Falco is very mobile.
Do you get it? Shoes,
yes.
Dance? Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Dancing shoes.
It's okay. You can do better.
This is a knee slapper chat, right? Right? Taking that first stock off of Game & Watch.
He needs to take another one.
Oh, okay. Both of those stocks. My bad. I know how to math. Again, I do art, but I know how to math.
And we are straight into the action. Falco trading blows with Game & Watch. Remember, Falco is a heavy hitter here, and just as good at getting the opponent up in the air as Game & Watch. So it's really it's a fight about who can do it faster and with more damage. Right now, it is 33 to 46% in favor of Falco. Also, stock favor. It's really dangerous. There's that reflector from Falco, but it's not in his. It did not work out for him. Lots of util being used on both sides, but Falco has a lot more up close. Close combat maneuvers. Oh, there's Game & Watch getting Falco in the air, but Falco recovers. Gets back down to the ground, starts doing those kicks, getting Game & Watch to 101%, but he's not really that far behind at 83%. Dangerous for both of them, but mostly Game & Watch because Game & Watch is on his last stock. Shiny Shoes has to be careful or overly aggressive, one or the other. Playing in the middle would not be good for him. And there's the final stock on Game & Watch, not able to take any of Falco's, which means we will be going into the next match, both at 3.
Yes, definitely excited to see where this goes. Again, game 1 of 2 correct?
Mm-hmm.
We don't do 5 or whatever. I know they changed
No.
the stocks and some things, but
The
nothing. Yeah,
no,
we're
the
going.
stocks have always stayed the same.
I mean, in our tournaments that we do.
Yeah, the tournaments they still have 3.
Not the stock. Oh, not the stock. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Don't mind
best
me
out
while
of
my
3.
brain goes tired.
These are best out of 3, I
Yes.
think. I think they are.
We
yeah,
are in champion.
the bracket
Style.
was the one that was
Yeah.
best out of 5, and it looks like we're going into Candy. I called it. And Candy's main is Byleth.
I was like, why are you pausing? Called it. Got it. Ah, ego thing.
It is an ego thing. This is one thing I pride myself on. I can predict because strategically that's what should happen.
Yeah, that is very true. And it's who's left in one of our best 4 players.
This is a really close match, and you know what? The last time we went up against SAIT, it was this close as well. It ended up being a 2-0 series, with the first one being 0-2 and the second one being 0-3, which means we got them down to their last player both times,
Yes.
which is really big for against this team. And we're going back to Kalos, whatever. Same thing. You guys know what I'm talking
We're
about.
going back to the shiny one.
We're going back to the shiny one.
The shiny one.
And the nice thing about this one is there's secondary platforms that we can hop onto.
Totally just sunk in the chair. Sorry. Continue.
I noticed. Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to this level of existence in the universe.
I have
That got philosophical
grown.
quick. I am big now.
I don't think
eat
they
my
can see it.
vegetables.
Yes, eat your veg. Actually, guys, what I was wanting to say earlier was during these times of finals, everything's really stressful, so make sure to take some time to breathe through studying because you don't want to overwork yourself, okay?
Yes.
So take some time, watch us, relax, and then go
Watch
back
us
to
be kinda
studying.
stupid.
Or watch us while you're studying and have some enjoyment.
Just on the background.
Exactly.
Wow. That
We
way
don't
I
mind it
can
otherwise.
really
No. And we are immediately going into battle. Violet might have a slight disadvantage in this battle because Falco is a smaller character with a lot of util himself. Thankfully, Violet also has a lot of maneuverability as his sword can be a whip, it can be a bow, and
Oh.
unfortunately that is first stock.
That is one stuck off. Already
By-
keeping that edge going.
I mean, that was a failed recovery from Violet.
Yeah.
Falco at 34%, Violet already at 28% in the second stock. He really needs to catch up if he wants to really even out the playing field. There's 69% from nice. Oh!
Yes.
Oh!
Trying to get downstairs.
That was so unfortunate.
It was
So-
a good idea, but didn't turn out. Falco was able to get that recovery totally with that fire.
So what happened was after Byleth got Falco off the side, Falco baited Byleth into coming off stage into an offstage battle in an attempt to prevent recovery when he used a combo to prevent Byleth's recovery and then launched him off the side, and that is first stock taken off Falco. It is 62% on last stock for Byleth, and unfortunately Falco was able to do a down smash and take out Byleth's last stock. That was a 0-2 win.
What the heck? That was so quick.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we're sitting here. There goes one stock. There goes 2 stocks. Oh, we took a stock off them. Oh wait, we're done?
Yeah, we're done. Well, for the first game.
For this first game.
First game ended 0-2. Now the score is 0-1 in favor of SAIT. That means if we want to win this tournament, we have to go to 3 games, which you know what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. We definitely got the ability, as we've seen, able to get them down to the second stock left. It's definitely just going to be a bit, there at the end was getting unlucky with being caught off stage and maybe being a little aggressive, and sometimes that ended up not turning out in our favor. We just got to be able to correct some of those little things, and, you know, and I know we can do it. Our Vandals are very good at being able to change on the fly, get adjusted, and continue going. As you see, even that last stock that we were on, the last stock that we were on, you saw that rather than chasing off that edge again, you don't do that because it was
We learn.
we learn, continue.
What we probably noticed is Palutena and Falco stayed with their mains, and we're starting out with Asda, which is, if that's a good strategy because Asda's a really good, I guess, starting player because he's versatile and he can counter a lot of different opponents. So whoever they pick up against him, Meta Knight will have the ability to counter effectively. Not necessarily have an advantage or a disadvantage. Meta Knight's just a very mobile, versatile character that has a lot of speed, is light, and can deal a lot of damage in a small time. So picking Asda to go first is really, honestly, there's a reason Pizza's the coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
And
there's definitely some thought behind why doing this. It's not ill thought about. Definitely gonna.
They're probably going to counterpick with either Cloud or Palutena because Cloud beat Asda.
Yeah.
But Palutena is also one of their best players. So I like their SAIT strategy. They have their two best characters at the beginning and the end. Beginning so they can make a huge dent in our stocks.
Yep.
Didn't work for them the first game, but you know what? They still won. So
yeah.
I guess it did work. Just not in the way they wanted it. Then they
Yep.
have their two middle players who are good, but they're not. Think of it like tug of war.
Yep.
So you have the heaviest hitter in the back, just doing the majority of the pulling.
Oh, yeah.
But you also want someone stable in the front to prevent movement forward.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking
Definitely having that balance is definitely what they're using as a strategy. As we saw, their middle two, who was it?
There was Cloud and Captain Falcon.
Cloud and was Captain Falcon in the...
Because Falco was last.
Yeah, yep. Being able to watch those and, like, they knew that they would be able to hold their own and keep the stocks pretty even, which is what they needed to get their Falco. Was it Falco a blast? Yeah.
Yes. Do you need...
What was that? Do I need what?
Oh, I was asking if you needed water.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
At least for a minute. If need be, I'll ask production to grab me.
You know what? I know we have viewers on right now. So why don't you guys come into chat and take your guess who they're going to put for first. There's Palutena, there's Falco, there's Captain Falcon, and there's Cloud, who replaced Hero. So take your pick.
We want your predictions.
Give us your predictions.
If I could start a poll right now, I would.
That would be awesome. I wish we could do that. Here we are putting ourselves into the arena, getting ready for the first fight of the second game.
We'll see. I'm trying to see if I can do something. I can put. I can
as
add
admin.
Chance.
Woo!
Automod key. No, I don't think I can.
Sad. That would be awesome. We should figure out how to do that.
Maybe.
Production. It would be awesome if we could learn how to put polls into the chat.
I actually don't know how.
Oh, that's sad. But you know what? It's okay.
Google search real quick.
Just
How to make poll.
What's the poll?
who you think is going to be the first up on SAIT side?
I think production's gonna see if they can start a poll for you guys.
That or just
Sweep
ask
the
the
leg
question.
candy.
Yeah. Oh, and
Very
here we
funny.
have Palutena first. Looks like you guys don't get to put your input in. But you know what?
I still think you guys should have the opportunity to put the poll in just 'cause.
Just guys.
Who do you think is gonna be first up for them?
Who do you think is going to be next?
3, 2, 1.
All right, here we have the beginning. It looks like we're not going to do a button check. Oh,
No, we're
immediate
good.
attacks by Meta Knight. Back to center stage, but oh, those. I think that's just the back B or forward, whatever. The combo by Palutena. Palutena recovers nicely, but Meta Knight continues to edge guard. Palutena once again recovers and then sends Meta Knight offside. Meta Knight recovers, teleports onto the stage after baiting Palutena off. but Palatina recovers. Here we have some more trade and damage. Meta Knight is at 96, and Palatina at 71. Back on center stage. Trading heavy blows here. Nice hit center stage. Combos. Palatina just launches off stage and barely tries to recover, but Meta Knight is making sure that does not happen.
Able to get that tornado spin, the little spin there and get that stock off.
Oh, that was an up air? Thank you.
Was it?
That move that
look at me go.
Palatina was doing the combo.
Yep.
That was an up air. But that makes the stock count 12-11, and this Palatina does like to spam that up air. I mean, it is an effective move, so I see why. But it's also predictable. Meta Knight is 164%, which is really dangerous for him. But he is... Oh my gosh.
You've got to be able to rack up that damage.
That stomp move was all... He loves that stomp move. But Palatina is able to take off Meta Knight's first stock at 167% and start racking up damage there with that up air once again. 20% against Palatina's 58% after that combo Meta Knight just gave. Whoa! And now taken from the back, Meta Knight continues to deal damage with his great sword skills. Look at those combos. Lots of movement here. Just dancing around Palatina, trying to get that damage up. Look at that, 43 to 90%, knocking Palatina off the stage, preventing recovery twice, trying to get another, but she recovers, and Meta Knight is not able to take off that stock there. Ooh, nice launch by Meta Knight. Once again, edge guarding, but Palatina does that up air into the stage. Whoa!
Whoa, being almost shot off map. Out into the sky is what I was going to say.
The damage percentage is currently at 108 for Meta Knight, 130 for Palatina, but Palatina is quick to try and close that gap, making that 125 for Meta Knight. Edge guarding just like Meta Knight, but unfortunately Meta Knight counters and takes off Palatina's second stock, but you know what, that makes the damage advantage in Palatina's favor, with Meta Knight being at 141%, with Palatina back to 0. And here we are, center stage. Palatina launches, Meta Knight off stage. Meta Knight recovers almost, but Palatina edge guarding there, and he makes it back, but unfortunately Palatina's just right there with that. Yeah, 189% dangerous Crimson territory, and he gets launched. Here we have 1-1 stock, but finally Meta Knight is able to deal damage onto Palatina, but Palatina continues with that up air, bringing Meta Knight to 23% against her 9%. Really, Meta Knight needs to land some hits here, or else this is not going to end well for the Vandals. Here we are back on center stage. Palatina back to Meta Knight. Not the best idea, as Meta Knight is able to get a lot of hits that way. Palatina breaks that combo streak with a hit landing Meta Knight into now 90%, and Palatina in 51%. More of those up air, some fire. Sorry. Some of the magic that Palatina uses.
Not fire, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Palatina that well. The first time that I saw her was in a tournament. The second time was against this SAIT.
I get that.
And as I say that, Palatina is able to take out Meta Knight's final stock. But you know what?
Brought down to 1.
Yes,
it's definitely going to be very helpful.
Meta Knight did some serious damage and was able to bring Palatina down to their final stock. Probably going up against, I'd say, Candy.
Probably.
Actually,
maybe.
no.
I'm going to go along with what
Candy,
you say, because I'm not too sure.
Candy would not be a good match for Palatina. Candy is a very versatile character, but not a good match for Palatina. We might... I'm going to say not Shiny Shoes. Maybe Falco?
Yeah.
Probably Falco. Let's go, Hunter.
Let's see.
I'm going to... Yeah.
She just... Yeah.
You got this, Hunter.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah,
darn
Candy,
it.
you were right to begin with.
I was? I don't know if it's going to be a great matchup. Candy's a great player, but I don't know how Byleth will match up against Palutena, who is, I guess I would say, a mage type player who does close combat
There you go.
and long pretty well. Okay, that's fair. I mean, Byleth does have some significant advantages, having sword, that whip chain, a bow, and also occasionally it turns into like a spear. So, I mean, that's some decent advantage.
I love how half the conversation is being shown.
I'm conversing with production, who has more knowledge on the majority of the characters than I do. I just know what I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're close to our map.
Oh, can we please go to Hall of Bastion? Actually, fun fact about Hall of Bastion. On the Hall of Bastion stage, the front part right there, that black and gold sign,
yep,
that's the Kingdom Hearts sign.
Really?
Yes.
I did not
From
know
the first game.
From the first game. How many Kingdom Hearts games are there?
Do you want just the linear ones, or do you want
all
the
of
games?
And the DLCs. Whatever. As we see you counting.
About 9.
Oh. Got
Ish.
it.
It's not Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Final Fantasy with like 26 games.
What? I didn't know that. I'm not a
There's
Final
Fantasy
person.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think they remade 12. They remade 14, 13, 14, 15, 16. They've remade a few of the games.
Yeah. Definitely, like, there's
Yeah.
definitely a change there in difference.
What's
Oh, that's it.
Oh, 17?
Don't quote me.
You know what? I'm going to look it up.
17 what?
17 Kingdom Hearts games.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
not
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts games. Final Fantasy
Final
games.
Fantasy, yeah.
And actually, Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts sometimes cross over each other. So there's some Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts that you fight, like Sephiroth. Yes, you're so right. I completely agree with production. Oh, Final Destination. Not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay.
Wait, hold up. I'm looking up who we're talking about because I don't know this.
Sephiroth?
Yeah.
Sephiroth is one of the characters you can actually play in Smash because he's one of the DLC characters from Final Fantasy. He's one of the big bads in both Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts when he shows up. He is awesome. He's also evil.
Really?
Oh, there are 19 mainline Final Fantasy games.
Oh, yeah, he definitely feels like your type. Same with...
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we are on Final Destination. Palutena taking off those 2 stocks before going into battle. Byleth getting ready with the button check. And we both emote so that we can head into combat. There's Palutena doing those charged attacks from long distance attacks. Not her shots, I guess. But Byleth is quick to recover and deals a tiny bit of damage on her. Not really getting much of a chance as Palutena is utilizing her shield really well. Back to center stage, he is able to land some of those hits, but you know it is not enough to close that gap. 30% on Palutena, but 75% on Byleth. That's not looking good, but you know what? We can catch back up. There is 1 stock on Palutena. We have a significant advantage here. It is 9-10. We need to make that 9-9, which we should be able to do easily here as Palutena's back to 86%. Byleth at 80%, evening out the damage. Now learning Palutena's patterns here as he was able to call Palutena's shots when she did that targeted move that we've been seeing. There's that up air we kept seeing last game with Palutena. Byleth recovers nicely, sends Palutena flying up into the air, dealing 127 damage to her with 102 himself. Really just trying to get that final stock edge guarding really nicely. Palutena teleports twice to get back up on stage. There's 106 damage on Byleth using his chain to recover. Baited Palutena off the edge, but she was able to recover. But there's a crit, and he was able to take Palutina's
Nice.
stock without losing a single one himself, and that is what we love to see.
Perfect. That is what we needed to see. Yeah, is great. Able to bring it down 9-9 now here going into our next matchup. This is definitely very good to see.
Yeah, this was honestly one of the only teams that gave our team a struggle throughout the
Yeah.
regular season.
And very well matched and
Yeah.
versed. We see both teams having progressed about the same since the last time we played them. I don't know how long ago that was. I think it's pretty close
25 days.
Yeah, good old 25 days since we played these.
I know that exact number only because I was looking at the Twitch feed earlier today
Oh.
when I was gathering my data, as I do.
As you do.
I do it every game that I cast.
Yep.
Yeah. But
And
anyway.
Is that enjoyable?
What?
Is that enjoyable?
Kind of. It allows me to write notes for the host. So you're welcome.
Oh, that
That would be you.
I was thinking you were taking notes to like updates the stats page, and so like I went to go look over there for like the stats page and like our web page, but that was not even close to right.
Yeah, no.
No.
I do that, but not for
yeah.
our actual website. I do that for our Teams folder.
Not yeah. Definitely, it was very helpful. It was definitely able to keep it
I'm glad.
interesting here at the beginning.
As long as
skipped
as
a
long
few
as
of
it's
it,
helpful,
but-
I'll keep doing it for you. I do it for myself, so I have notes in the beginning. But if it's good for other hosts, then I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Any little bit can help
That's
and
true.
will help.
Hey, whoever's picking the map, pick Hall the Bastion, please.
Pick one of the maps.
No, I want
I
Hall the
do
Bastion.
not have a favorite.
That's sad. You should pick a favorite. There's PS2.
How many how many rows and columns are there? You count the
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 11 columns
11 columns and 12 rows.
and 12 rows.
12 rows, but we're missing the bottom 3. So I'm going to go column 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And
It's a small
6
battle.
down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no idea what that is. I don't know.
I
these
don't
maps,
think
so I
that's a
just
legal
guessed.
stage, actually. It's the
Oh.
one right next to the Sonic stage. But you know what? That's A-okay. It still looks fun.
Production? What?
Yes. Yes.
I
He
think-
would I'd be destroyed. But I mean, Sephiroth is awesome. Legitimately. Colby, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Honestly, the same with Cloud. No.
Is that
Sorry, we're communicating with production right now.
what did I just read?
Production and I are on the same wavelength.
I am not on that wavelength, and I don't want to be.
That's why I said I.
I am. I know, but I don't want to be on that wavelength.
Aw, that's sad. Okay. Honestly, guys, tell us how you've been enjoying the game so far. I mean, this is a really tense matchup for us. This is
Yeah.
finals.
Yeah.
Finals.
It's also finals week.
Don't say that.
I keep
You with
reminding
your
that,
singular
yeah.
final.
I am very stressed over here. Okay. I've had so many art projects. I already told you this story, but Chad didn't hear this story. For one of my last projects, it was considered our final. I forgot about the animation that we had to make.
Oh,
Yeah, I told you about this, where I walked into my dorm at midnight and I went, so he goes, have you finished our animation? And I was like, no, it's due next Thursday, right? It's due tomorrow. And I was like, wonderful. So then we proceeded to stay up till 4 in the morning working on an animation, rendering it, and turning it in.
okay, I'm going to say Captain Falcon's next.
Did they already pick?
No, they're picking right now. So
Oh,
next
Captain
up,
Falcon on the other team. I was like,
Oh no, it's Cloud.
oh.
Ooh. This is going to be an interesting matchup. So that means that it's going to go Captain Falcon, and then so they're okay. So they're going for the same lineup. It's going to be Cloud, Captain Falcon, then Falco. They're not switching things.
No.
We're doing a slight button check.
Is this a button check?
I think so.
Are one of us down? No, I've seen that.
Yeah. This is a button check. They didn't. I think it's a button check.
If we believe it's a button check, it's fine.
It's not?
It's
So that means we were just down smashed into. Oh, yikes. So that is first stock off of Violet. Wow. Okay, we're back center stage. That combo from Cloud is devastating. Luckily, Violet was able to dodge it. Cloud is at 65%, and quickly rising as Violet is racking up that damage. Cloud was doing those heavy hits. Both sword users are really good here. However, I think Violet has a slight advantage in the mobility and versatility of his equipment. Here we have some dodging and shields, really utilizing the full skill sets of their players on both ends. It's nice to see that kind of skill set. Oh, look at that bow, keeping that edge guard from all the way across the stage. Now back up. Oh, nice throw by Violet, using that bow once again, just trying to keep Cloud off stage for as long as possible. Cloud recovers back to center stage. Violet knocks him to the other side. Not able to really... Oh, and a crit!
Yes.
Oh, sorry, not a crit. Not a crit. That was... I think that was an up air, not an up smash.
Okay. Oh, I have no idea what the up air. I forgot that was. Okay.
Now the stock was equal, but Cloud quickly answered it, and we are back to 1-2. Nice grab by, or sorry, back. Was that a back throw? I think that was a back throw by Violet, and Cloud is at 47% on his second stock. Oh, that was slightly intimidating.
Horrible,
Yeah, that wasn't good, and a failed recovery, takes out Violet's last stock. That makes this 6-8.
6-8 heading into this next one. If we want to keep it going, we got to keep it up just a little bit more. But Blythe losing both of those, it's definitely gonna be fun.
Hello, Time Knight. It's nice to see you in chat. The score is currently 6-8 in favor of SAIT. Remember, this is Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, former first place in the regular season, and currently we are battling for first place in the tournament.
Yes.
So, really intense matchup. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. As we saw there, some quick stocks taken off from Blythe here. They took their first game.
Yes, they took the first game, and
yeah.
the full score is
currently our second game.
The series score, I guess I should say, is 0-1. We are into the second game, and the stock count is 6-8, I should say.
Yes. Replacing
Candy will more than likely be Shiny Shoes.
Yes, probably.
More than likely. Not absolute, but more than likely.
It is happening.
Hunter.
Is Hunter
So we're
going in
switching
next?
up.
Yeah, we definitely did. We saw Hunter, who went first in our last game, now coming in as our third.
Which is really...
Yeah, third.
Yes.
I know how to count.
Which is great, because the last time he went up against Cloud... Or did he go up against Cloud?
Yeah. I think he had one. He took off
yes,
one stock.
Yes, he had one stock against Cloud.
He had one and took off one.
Yes.
And then was able to lose that one stock.
And now he's going up against Cloud with only 2 stocks, while he has 3. So going in with an advantage when he's already taken off a stock with a disadvantage. And as a character, he is honestly a great matchup against Cloud.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still going to be very interesting. Isn't Cloud was the second one to come in, right?
Yes.
The one who ended up taking that last stock off.
Yes. Cloud is the one with the gigantic sword.
No, yeah.
That's like the combination of a great sword, a claymore, and
just
a single-edged blade.
Super Smash. I have no idea.
He is from Final Fantasy, and he's one of the... Yes, he's from Final Fantasy. He is one of... Him and Sephiroth, and... Did anybody else come from Final Fantasy? I don't think so. Maybe.
In all of Smash?
He's part of a Smash DLC. Yeah. Yeah, Shiny Shoes will be our final...
we both just went straight.
Yeah, sorry, we're
start
trying...
the phone with us.
Yes. We like interacting with chat, so we try to check as often as possible. I will push you out of your chair.
That would be funny, and I think chat would really love that.
No, I
Please
think.
don't. That's a clip right there. But please don't.
But Shiny Shoes
Just
will
kidding,
probably be
please
placed
do. I'm
as
just kidding.
as
You
the
don't know what I'm
last
doing.
player. I will throw my coffee cup at you.
Coffee cup.
That coffee cup.
I was like, coffee cup. What?
No, I have a different cup. Final destination.
You know
Here we
what?
have-
Can it? I'm sorry.
We are going into final destination. I would like to see Hollow Bastion at one point today. Moving on.
I'm sorry.
Shiny Shoes playing probably Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch again
Yes,
will be
probably.
last. And we are going up against Falco. Well, we're showing Falco against Cloud in this fight. It is 6-8. Here we are going up into final destination. I have repeated this information
Into
about 8 times, but you have
final-
literally cut off my thought process every time, so I just had to restart in my head.
During that, with what? I've been thrown.
You have been thrown?
I've been thrown. I had a thing thrown at me.
Oh, it's soft.
It's a nose.
That is not what that is.
Thanks.
Okay, we both emoted and we are heading into battle. Here's Hunter going for the first hits, but both miss at first because they're just a little off on their aim. What is that? But Falco was able to get Cloud into the air, dealing significant damage, getting him up into 66%, only 10% taken to himself, and getting him in the air again, just utterly decimating him. Here we have Cloud recovering nicely back into center stage, able to finally land some damage on him. Oh, nice combo there from Cloud, getting Falco into 36%, but he himself is at 92, so getting into dangerous territory, but not too dangerous just yet. Falco using his gun to try and just get some jabs on Cloud. Both missing some hits there, but Cloud getting those heavy sword strikes. I think, is it an up smash in the down side?
I
don't
was not
remember.
paying attention right there.
It's whatever. And Cloud takes off his second stock on a failed recovery. Falco immediately going for more damage, getting it already up into 57%, immediately closing and widening the gap on damage in favor of the Vandals. Hunter is an amazing Falco player, as we see right now, able to just take advantage of what's given to him. Here we are at center stage once again. Cloud trying to land some damage on Falco, but Falco is just not letting it happen. 73% on Cloud with 93 on Falco. Still 3 stocks on Falco, but last stock for Cloud, severe advantage in the Vandals' favor. There's that up air, and Falco edge guarding, but Cloud
Yes.
gets
Does not
knocked
matter.
off stage.
Not a
by
single
crit.
stock gone. That was great. Falco playing that amazingly, keeping all of those stocks, bringing it back to 6-6 here. We are
That was
back.
great. This has been very intense.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was very clean. Very
Wow.
clean, as Time Knight put it. It was great to watch. It was that, like, Hunter, definitely a very strong player. Went up first again last game, but coming in here later, going against, or definitely a heavy hitter who took out quite a few of ours last game, but I think 4 stocks, 5 stocks last game. I do not remember.
4 stocks, I believe.
4 stocks, yeah. Now, able to take off,
He took off 3.
took off 3, but then it was able to get completely knocked out by Hunter, bring it back to 6-6,
Or was it
which
4?
this is what we needed.
Yeah, honestly, that was a real morale booster in that game. Oh, Cloud took 4. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Getting that, bringing this back to 6-6 is where you're going to need. Like,
Yes, he was a problem.
bringing that momentum, swinging it into our favor now. Especially in your
I mean,
own, as Hunter's going to continue, it's going to be.
I wouldn't
good
say
to
it's
watch.
our favor just
Well,
yet, but we
not
are
yet.
equalizing the field.
Yes, definitely.
And it looks like we are picking the next battle arena. Hollow Bastion, please. I just want to see it once tonight. Just once. Actually, no. Once I see it once, I'm going to say just twice. Just twice. But
That's your
Oh, well.
limit, too.
no.
I was like,
I
Really?
just keep going.
it's like you talking. Oh, 2, just 2. Just three. Just three.
Come on, we can do it again. It's
just
fine.
5. We
Just
skipped
all of them.
Just all of it.
And we are going into small battlefield. Honestly, a traditional pick. Small battlefield, large battlefield, and PS2 are some of the most common picks. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yep.
I do get tired of small battlefield and
Yeah,
PS2 though.
there is certain limits, especially on our end, for us to be able to commentate on stuff. But where did this come from?
I mean, they're interesting.
I'm so confused.
They're very even playing fields. They're not moving, except unless you're going to town and city, and then the secondary platforms move, and then that's interesting.
I'm a magician. I have no idea where that came from.
Don't just throw things.
I could have thrown it in chat.
Just
catch.
And
Just
we are
kidding.
going up against Captain Falcon. It looks like they are going for the same setup as last time. Falco against Captain Falcon. I think I can predict how this will end. Can
Oh,
you?
really? How's this gonna end?
In Captain Falcon. Sorry, in Captain Falcon's demise.
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 Falcon is going down.
Yes.
Down into the gutter.
I don't think we're going into a button check.
No,
Falco
we're not.
immediately getting those juggles and just dealing serious damage, sending Captain Falcon into 81%, while he himself is at 10%. Trying to almost baited off the edge there to follow Captain Falcon, trying to prevent his recovery, but both were able to safely make it back to center stage. 116% damage on Captain Falcon already. There's a slam on Falco, bringing him to 29%, but honestly negligible in comparison. Captain Falcon dodging while
yes.
Captain Falcon. Whoa.
Staying at that 29%, getting that first stock off. That was great.
No words. That was beautiful.
We no get no Falcon punches today. Exactly. This is correct.
Yeah. But 78% damage on Falco, while Captain Falcon is only just now getting some more damage on him. But you know what? Falco has the stock advantage here, and it looks like though he is still taking damage, he's not worried about it because guess what? He's Falco, and he's gonna start getting those juggling skills in action, racking up that damage on Captain Falcon to 51%. Everybody's dodging everywhere. There's that gun, his reflector, which wasn't of much use, maybe as a bluff or a distractor, but anyway, back to the air. My gosh, look at that skill.
All those combos in the air definitely looks pretty Falco way ahead of the game.
Falco tried to edge guard, but Captain Falcon was able to get back on and take off Falco's first stock. But you know what? Captain Falcon was at 112%, and Captain Falco is just adding to that damage, bringing him to 120. Captain Falco gets 12% damage on Falco, but honestly, it's not enough to close that gap. Falco is once again edge guarding. Oh! I think that was a down B. And whoa, that combo sending Captain Falcon into Crimson. He's able to recover, but Falco is quick to land a down smash. Sorry, a spike. You're right, a spike, and taking off Captain Falcon's second stock. We are once again in the stock advantage. Captain Falcon is racking up the damage on Falco again. Looks like we're going in a pattern, but you know what? The pattern's in our favor, so whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
47% for Falco and 37 for Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon was able to get some juggling in there and bringing Falco up to 79%. But you know what? Falco is quick to retaliate, closing and then widening the gap once again, bringing Captain Falcon into 105%. Whoa, look at those combos. A throw, and whoa, Captain Falcon just, was that a throw? Was that a grab? I couldn't tell what that was.
Yeah, I can tell you that.
But he did get Falco into 102, and then a crit from Falco takes out Captain Falcon's final stock, and making the stock count 5-3 in favor of the Vandals. They're on their last.
They're on their last player, and we have 2 stocks left on Hunter.
On Hunter, and then we have Shiny Shoes right after, who did significant damage on their team last time.
Yeah.
So
whatever, again, our coach, we said this at the beginning of this game, that these decisions are not thought of abruptly and lightly and quickly. They are decisions that are, hey, maybe present not necessarily a weaker front, but a front that's going to be still be able to get stocks off, but maybe not completely finish.
It's more
Anyway.
like we couldn't counterpick in the beginning because we had first pick.
Yeah.
So that's why we put Asda forward. After that, it was all retaliatory based on what we've seen from the other team beforehand and what we knew of the characters themselves. So Meta Knight was first. He's versatile. He's able to counter most anybody. Then we put Candy next. Byleth did really well at the end there.
Yeah,
Byleth has been doing really well all season. So we put him next because he was going to be able to counter Palutena, which he did. Then they put up Cloud because they're going in the same order, and now we know that. And they're probably going to go in the same order again the next game because I am not going to say anything because Caster's Curse. But you guys know what I'm thinking. You guys know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you do.
And then after Byleth, we put up Hunter, which I was surprised by, but I'm also not surprised now that I'm thinking through it. Hunter is also a versatile character. He's able to go against Cloud really easily because of their contrasting characters. And then now he's against the other Falco. Sorry, I took over your hosting.
No, you were giving your summary and your thoughts. You have been casting the Smash team and been watching a lot closer than I have over the last little bits, and you know each of these players better than I do. So, yeah, definitely take that, run with it. It's definitely going to be very fun seeing as we are down one stock here, but we are still on our second. We still have another player to come in.
Honestly, both these Falcos are extremely good at what they do, and here we have opponent Falco just racking up the damage on Vandals. Here we have 90% on Hunter. You know, I'm just saying Hunter. Oh, and immediately that down smash off the stage prevents recovery and takes out Vandals' second stock. We are down to our last stock. They have all three still. But you know what? Our Falco isn't giving up. He is racking up the damage on Trojans and pushing them to 79%, trying to at least get one stock off. You know what? That's what we need because this Falco is really strong. We just need one stock off. Then, oh, that's 101% on the opponent Falco. 115. Our Falco is doing some heavy damage trying
Not able to get
hardest.
to edge guard quick enough there.
Yeah, that's true. If he was a little faster, he would have maybe been able to prevent that recovery. Probably not enough, though. There's some juggling on both sides, bringing Hunter up to 58%. But you know what?
There you go. Taking off one stock finally.
Yes, it is now 2-1. Full stock count is 4-3. Our Falco just got knocked off the edge, but he was able to recover. Dodged. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
A crit on our Falco took off our last stock, and we are now 3-2, still in Vandal favor, so Shiny Shoes will be going up against Falco once again.
Definitely. Yes, it's going to be, you've got a lot of pressure if you are on SAIT, where you're on your last player here. You've got to... They've now got to take out 3 stocks. We have a stock advantage, and we have a fresh player coming in. It's definitely going to be very fun and interesting to watch. You got to be able to watch that Falco now be able to defend enough to be able to keep their position or after they won their first game.
Yes, and it looks like we're going back to small battlefield. Unfortunate. I would have liked to see something different. Oh!
You will.
Did they hear me? Did they hear me? I hope they heard me. Can we? Hollow Bastion? I don't care if they don't care. I care. Sorry, I was speaking with production.
Sorry as I yawn into the mic. I'm sure that's a very weird sound to hear.
Hollow was banned?
What?
Sad. Why?
It deserves it.
I'm gonna cry. Not really. I could though.
Wait.
I could cry on command. It's fine.
Will you make that face again?
Yeah. Oh, this one?
I hope it was banned.
No. Is that the face you wanted?
Yeah, those are Christmas cards. That's the Christmas cards right there.
That's the my crying face.
Merry Christmas from the esports.
And we are going up Falco against Mr. Game & Watch. We have the stock advantage, but you know what? We need to still be careful because this is we are down to the last 2 players. The last 2.
Yes.
Here's that first stock being taken off, and we're probably going to go straight into battle. As we see here, that instant util from Game & Watch. Look at that. Oh, man. But you know what? Falco is quick to counter with that awful combo.
Oh.
Racking up the damage.
Up, down. 67. Wow. That number came out of nowhere.
Yeah, 67% on Mr. Game & Watch, while Falco has 49%. Oh, nice movement by Mr. Game & Watch, launching Falco into the air, trying to keep him there, but he's able to get back to the ground. Not for long, because Mr. Game & Watch is sure to keep him up. And you know what? Mr. Game & Watch's util does serious damage. Falco was at 98%, but that is the first stock off of Mr. Game & Watch. We are now even stock-wise, but damage-wise, this is a significant advantage for Game & Watch. Not for long, though, it looks like, because Falco seems to be trying to close that gap pretty quickly. Game & Watch is doing his best to keep up. Nice recovery. Ooh, the hammer move. Oh, I wish I knew the names of Game & Watch, but I've only seen it played twice. Here's Game & Watch utilizing space and his util effectively to bring Falco into 115%, staying at 64 himself. That's a relatively safe number in comparison, as Falco is up to 127 now in the air, able to launch Game & Watch for a brief moment and get him off stage, but Game & Watch is able to recover, as you know, Shiny Shoes has always known the limits of his character's space, and recovery is one of his best skills. They're 132% on Falco. Game & Watch is 108 now. Oh, and baited off the side.
Yeah,
we are now
Falco.
1-2 in favor of SAIT. This is a little stressful.
With that much damage, you know you're willing to take that risk. Either you get knocked off or you come and restart, or you get that kill and you got that kill right there.
Except for the fact that Falco can take so much damage like that.
There we go. One more.
So now it is 1-1. It is so close now. The damage advantage is in Falco's favor, but it looks like Game & Watch is doing his best to counter that. Wow, okay, we're getting Falco back in the air, but Falco counters, sending Game & Watch in the air, doing serious damage, getting him to 99%, 101%. Game & Watch recovers, but Falco is quick to send him back over the edge. Game & Watch recovers again, and back to center stage. Falco at 19%, and unfortunately a crit. Oh,
Crit
does not take him out. We
We're
are
still here.
still there. We're still hanging on by but a second crit takes him out, and that ends this game 0-1, which means that the series is 0-2.
Definitely, yeah.
That was a well-earned win.
Definitely.
By
You can see that progress where we had 2 stocks left on them on the last one, but 1 coming in here now, and it was really close, trying to get that little bit of damage. Just a little unfortunate with either Falco keeping Game & Watch in the air.
Honestly, that Falco is
Any
insane.
Falco is keeping them in the air is really good, and it's definitely very good. Definitely very well played by both. I don't know.
And honestly, this just goes to show that SAIT earned their place. Regular season
definitely.
first place, tournament first place. There's just such a good team. That Falco needs to touch grass.
Production also needs to touch grass, but, you know.
I think you need to touch grass.
I touch grass almost every day. Like, a lot. I'm hardly in my room now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's
for
kind of
you.
different.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of different.
Before I got here, it was, I was in my room all the time.
Wow.
But now that I'm up here, I'm hardly in my room. My dorm.
I don't know if he was talking about me or you.
It's because I don't wear short sleeves, okay?
So We are not going to have an interview tonight either, but you know what? This was a great end to the season.
Oh, it was. It was great watching all Vandals and all of our esports participate. We had Valorant yesterday. How did Valorant do?
You did well.
Well, I did not. I have no idea. I tuned in for a bit, but not enough to know how they were doing. It was right at the beginning of the match. Anyways, it was great watching these finals take place while we are heading into our finals. I'm sure other universities are doing the same. But if you guys tuned in, even during this stressful time, if you were either at school on campus doing your own studying or such, I am grass.
I wonder
know-
who that was in reference to.
I don't know if I want to touch grass anymore.
Anyway, you guys, good luck on your finals if you have
Yes.
them. Good luck just in general. Have a great night. And I guess we'll see you next
Yeah.
semester when we
We will
start up the
see you next
seasons.
semester. We will see you.
Good night.
Enjoy your break. Night.